What's going on, guys? Danny here. As you can see, we have a lot going on over here. We have right here on this table laid out a 4-inch lift kit from HRG, and we are going to be installing it in our CRV. As you can see, this lift kit comes complete with everything necessary for you to lift your CRV. It comes with everything from subframe spacers, bolts, instructions, camber kit, stickers, more stickers, and I also bought a brand new pair of ball joints from Honda, OEM Honda, and also a set of motor mounts because my motor mounts are not good anymore, so I got those as well. Might as well replace spacers in. These M12 spacers, 125 times 1.5. I did not record the process, but basically what I did is I took off the rear bolt from the left side and the front bolt from the right side. I took off one of those 17s and I put one of these in, basically leaving out this much space on the bottom. And then after I did that, I took off this bolt and this bolt, which dropped the subframe down. And then what I did is I installed this bolt on the left side, the front one with the spacer in, and then on the right side, the rear one with the spacer. And then after I installed those, I went back and I removed the rear one from the left and did the same thing. And then I went back to this side and removed the right front one and install the spacer with the bolt. That way you don't have a hard time because everything stays in place. And I got those in. Those were a little bit hard. What I did is I put my jack on the diff. I removed one bolt. Well, I loosened both of them down and I removed one completely off. I put the spacer in there and then I put the bolt in, and then to align it I kind of had to put a pry bar in between the gas tank and the frame to push it back and put the spacer in with the bolt. On that one you keep the stock bolt, you're just installing the spacer. So after I did that one, I didn't put it all the way up, just enough so it wouldn't drop. And then I did the same on this side, and I went tightened this one a little bit and then that one a little bit, and then I just went back and forth until both of them were flush to the top. It was pretty simple to do, just a little bit time consuming, but we got those. And then next we're gonna do the trailing arm spacers and the adjustable cam gear with the spacer as well. So to bring these things down, the trailing arms, you have to remove these bars right here on both sides. I already got the other one removed, it's right there, and I'm working on this one. These are the bars, bars that you have to remove. The one on the left is different, it has this big square, and that one is basically just like a straight thing. So now we're gonna install the 3-inch trailing arm spacers, and right here on the picture it shows that this flat surface has to go up, so like this. And the bolts you have to use are M12 times 155. So the spacers are in. It's kind of hard to put them on. Right now they're not tight, they're loose in case I gotta move anything around. They're in. And to do that, I had to remove this 2 bolts right here on the camber. And I removed the bolt to the strut, the shock and strut, yeah. Now since nothing's holding it, this thing does go down, so you have to put a jack. See how it's holding it? Just by the corner. That's how you have to do it. Make sure you do it that way or it's not gonna work. They're in. And I also removed the little bracket that's holding the brake line right here, and it's already here. I have to drill the hole next so I can hold it in place. And well, this thing, like I said, is loose. I took those 2 bolts out and I loosened this one, so everything is loose right now. Okay, so this thing is in. Made that hole for this bolt. The way I made it is I put this on and then I made that little line, took it off, turned it around, put the line flush with this, and then I marked it and drilled a hole. See my markings right there? Kind of messed up at first, but then I did it this way. So I think you could install it and do the hole like from the back, but there's like no room, so this is why I did it this way. So this is what it should look like when you're done. You're gonna be missing those 2 bolts because you move the brake line bracket from here to there. So right here you only drill 1 hole, hold it, and it doesn't move. This right here you cut because this part hits the strut. I think I cut a little too much, but it's okay. And then I threw some spray paint on it. It's ugly, yes, it's running, but it's gonna prevent rust. Right here you have to drill this hole to hold this in place, otherwise it kind of moves like front and back. After that, this one bolts right in your factory location. This one, it comes with that bolt to hold it. Those strut spacers, all those spacers right there, your trailing arm spacers, and that's about it. The sway bar I removed, and I think we're done in the back pretty much.